覚悟してろよ。行くぜ。
Welcome to World Coo's Reviews. I'm your host, World Coo, and today we're doing some catch up on G.I. Joes. I've got about 5 Joes here that I'll be reviewing just to kind of catch up. So we'll be quick about these just so that way I won't waste your time and I give you something to watch in my take. So we'll start with G.I. Joe Alpine. He's from Idaho. So that's a nice little shirt tempo he has there. He has goggles, but I really don't care for him that much. Nice looking look here. He looks like the guy from Arrow a little bit here. Not super, but like in some spots he does. He has his hat too that I don't really care for because it looks oversized. It's kind of hard to do a cap on a figure. I feel like you'd almost have to do it with cloth to make it look right. And then he has his little hook, and you can store these hooks back here. That's nice, even though they don't stay very well. It's like all types of hooks back here, so I'm not sure how you're really supposed to hold them, but they do work. You also have this little rope and this little, I don't even know what to call it, grappler. Okay, people, if you climb mountains and stuff, don't come at me, okay? I don't know what the stuff is called. I'm not a mountain fan. I would never be climbing a mountain. I've been on some mountains like Mount Rainier, but that was in Mount St. Helens, but those are not my favorite cup of teas. So yeah, he's got storage for these items. I'm not sure how good this storage is, and I'm not even sure how it really goes. Maybe it's supposed to hook on like that. That looks more safer than having something on your butt, but it falls off really easily. So I'll stop showing his backside. He has a little rope here that's like an accessory. You can't unravel it because the rope is actually on your grappling hook there. Comes with this nice gun with the green mag. That is very nice. And he comes with this gun. I guess it's kind of like firing his grapple hook up somewhere. I don't know. I have no idea what this is for, but there's a spot for rope. So that is very nice. I do like his accessories. And he's a standard price figure. So out of 10, I would have given this guy a 8.5, but because he is hard to stand at times, I'm gonna give him a solid 8. He's a good figure. I think he is good for any Joe collection. So next, we're gonna move on to the next person. Now we'll look at classified Doc, or Doc Greer, or is it Doc Greer, or is it Carl Doc Greer? Excuse me. I had to look at the box real quick. So yeah, he's a good figure. This guy is really awesome, especially for the price. He has all these clips and patches you can put on him. All these are removable. He's got that nice desert camo, the emergency flare. He's got the watch. You can make sure he looks at it so you can, call people in. And he's got a removable helmet with a nice scope underneath. Goodness. Anytime I try to take a helmet off on camera, I'm telling you, I get the most issues. Now, that's a serious face right there. That looks like a doctor. Damn it, man, I'm a doctor. So yeah, it looks pretty good. He also has a pistol he comes with. His articulation's pretty solid. About like everybody else you see. He's got the nice little what do you call it, pepper on the side of his hair that we should have gotten with Blue Marvel from Marvel Legends. Maybe one of these days I try switching that head because Blue Marvel was actually supposed to have. Does this head come off real quick? Let's see. The head does come off. But the peg is definitely too small for Marvel Legends. Otherwise, I would try this with Blue Marvel because his head looks just like Blue Marvel. If you know what I'm talking about, please say something in the comments because I think this would be this is the one thing I was missing with my Marvel Legend figure. Now I can't get his glasses out. We'll leave that stuff alone. The other thing that's important that comes with Doc, besides his pistol and his flare gun, is the stretcher. If somebody's hurt, you need a way to get them on a stretcher. It's collapsible. You can put it in his back if I didn't have all those pouches there. And it looks just like the old school ones you've seen on TV, or if you ever served, you might have seen this as well. The stretcher looks cool. The only thing I would have love for them to have added was something to actually hold figures down, like some actual Velcro straps, but that probably would have increased the price. But I feel like that would have been worth it because, man, we don't have a stretcher that's like usable. So, and how many, can you imagine the scenes and dioramas people would make with that? So that's pretty cool. Let's move on to the next. Oh, shoot. Before we move on to the next, let's give this guy a review as well. As far as a review for him, I would give him a solid 10. Yeah, this guy was awesome. That's a lie. 9. Solid 9. All right, next up, we're going to look at Shooter. And as her name says, she has a huge sniper rifle. This was a Walmart exclusive, and I didn't get it for a long time because I didn't want to pay like $30 for it. Then Big Bad had it on sale for like 22 or something weird, so I picked it up. She does have really nice articulation. She has plenty of pistols that you can put ports in. A great face with 2 different hair options. I like that she has a dagger ready to rock and roll. And the way they have her outfitted, except for those shoes, are really nice. She's supposed to be nice for us, and she looks like she's doing some special ops, especially when you switch out her hair. So let's switch out some of her hairstyles, and this is one of them. This is my least favorite out of all of them because it's just kind of plain. I like the highlights that the other one gives. This one just gives better highlights and more style. So I like that one more. And then she has one more, which is really cool because it also gives her a mask. If I can get the head off. There we go. And now, again, putting mask on figures is difficult sometimes. There we go. So now you can see her with the mask, and she looks good with that. She looks like she's ready for war. Although I'm not sure how she's sniping very well with this on. That's just me. But yeah, very cool. Not much else with Shooter besides those accessories. She didn't come in with a whole bunch, but I think it's cool. It's good enough for me. Okay. So Shooter, I would rank, man, with all these different head options and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna give her a 9. She's another solid figure, good articulation. I don't think I can really ask for much more except for her weapons are a little bit plastic, cheap looking. That's the only ding I really give because everything else, you know, the flexibility with the guns, the hands, and everything, you can get her in nice poses, and she looks different. So I like that. Now let's move on to Jinx. So many figures, man. All right, so Jinx here, as the name implies, is a ninja, and she actually her name does not imply that, but she was trained, I think, under Snake Eyes, and she has really nice articulation, as you can see. Look at that splits. She can do the splits. She has a tatted up arm. Looks great. Has a nice long katana, and she does have a nice, beautiful face underneath. Although I would have liked to have gotten a long hair option for her. I had her for a while, so she's a little dusty. But yeah, I would have liked to have had a nice option for her with long hair. She does have this hair too. If you don't really like the hair look, you can put that on there, and that will look cool. Maybe I'll put that on next because that does look pretty sweet. You can see her running around with snake eyes like this, 2 ninjas. But yeah. And does she come with anything else? Oh yeah, she comes with 2 fisted hands. One. The other one's there. And this long staff-like thing. So that's cool too, I suppose. Tons of weapons. Not much else to say about Jinx. She's a good figure. The face I'm not loving. So I give her a solid, well, it's not the face so much, it's the hair. Don't really dig the hair. So I'm going to give her a 8.5. No, let's go down to 8. I'll give her an 8 because she could use a little bit more deco or paint just to kind of jazz it up a bit because she does look a bit plain. So I'll give her a solid 8. All right. Let's go to the last figure. All right. And the final figure is classified Halo. This guy looks amazing. Amazing. And he is loaded out. Look at all this stuff on here. He's got pistols. He's got the little stuff for his air. He's got a nice helmet. And gosh, you cannot focus on this thing at all. Let me just put him back here. Change the angle. There we go. So yeah, he looks dope. And yes, this knife is removable. So that's a nice touch. Not very much paint on the weapons or at all, but everything else does have some paint on it. Except for the straps. Good gosh, I guess there is more stuff to put in here. Nice backpack for you to have that you can put the parachute in. So I guess it's really more of a spot for the parachute. And he has a great sculpt underneath here. So if we take this off, that's how he looks. And that is some great paint on there. This guy looks like he's just flat out ready for war, or ready to say, hey, Goose, you know, Iceman. So I love that. This whole look. When I first saw this figure, I was like, you know what? I don't even have a flying vehicle for the Joes, but I don't care. I got to have this guy in my collection because he just looks complete. He looks awesome. Reminds me of the bomber guy from Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. The guy who had like the little, I forget his name, but he flew around and gave you hell. So yeah, that's nice. Very nice. And he does come with some other extra accessories too. He has this helmet right here, and this helmet has accessories. You got this little spot for your goggles if he wants to have goggles hanging around his neck. He also has another 2 more guns. This guy's loaded. All right, although this is warped heavily. The silencer on there. Nice rifle right there. He comes with 2 of these, like a submachine gun and one with like a grenade launcher on there. The magazine is not removable this time. Oh, it is. So all these accessories, and you do pay a price for it. Don't get me wrong. This is not a standard price. This is not a $25 figure. This is like a $30 figure, I want to say. And then you have this right here for a helmet with some lights. That looks good. Actually, no, I did that upside down. I'm so slow. There we go. So that looks good, man. So much stuff. You can put these on other guys, other characters, and even the jumpsuit, not jumpsuit, the parachute. So I have not tested this, nor will I be trying to test out a parachute on an action figure for me to lose all these pieces. I think not, but you can find people testing it on YouTube. There's a guy, I forget his name, that did a really good job on it. That's just not going to be me. So this figure here, because of lack of paint, I'm going to take him down to a 9.5, but other than that, he's great. You can't beat it. So very happy with these figures. That's it for the Joes. I'll have a huge video with Cobra up next, or up soon. And then possibly my final G.I. Joe character when Snake Eyes comes in, because I think I'm about done collecting them. So until next time, peace and chicken grace.